Hey guys, it's Lazy Man with West Coast Mods. Hey, today we're going to be painting the Thermaltake Armour Plus case. Originally I was going to paint the entire interior completely black. I've been debating to go with a accent color, and I think I've decided to add a candy red to it. I'm going to go ahead and paint the hard drive cage, these additional hard drive bays, and the 5 1/4 bay housing candy red. The rest of the case will be completely black. I think that'll be a nice contrast. Anyway, I went ahead and sandblasted everything. Now it's ready for prime and paint. What I have to do is go ahead and remove. There's about a half dozen rivets holding the 5 1/4 bay on. So I'm going to go ahead and remove those, and we'll get set up and we'll start painting this. So I'll be back with you in a little bit. Alright, I went ahead and removed the 5 1/4 bay housing from the chassis. So that's ready to go now. Then for the smaller pieces I went ahead and set on my workbench. But for the larger pieces I went ahead and hung those from my garage. This way I can spin these and paint the whole thing all at once. It was pretty simple. I just took some wire here and hung those from my garage door opener. So this way I won't have to paint one side and then turn it over and then paint the other side. So anyway, let's take a look at the paint we're using. I went ahead and picked up some Duplicolor paint. You can find this at an automotive store. This is a self-etching primer. Then for the main color, I went ahead and picked up a semi-gloss black. And then over here I have a Duplicolor chrome. I was thinking possibly painting the expansion slot covers chrome. So we'll see, that ought to look good against the black. I haven't yet picked up the candy red yet. I'll have to pick that up tomorrow. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and put a coat of primer on this, and we'll show you what it looks like when we're done. Alright guys, let me tell you what happened. Last night I was priming these and I got about 3/4 of the way through. All I had left was the additional hard drive bay and the back panel. And I ran out of primer, so I opened up a second can and realized that the tip on the can was damaged. So anyway, I went ahead and tried to use it anyway, and as you can see it was just, you know, globbing out. And so I went ahead and resanded this a little bit, and then we'll cover that up with a clean coat of primer. But anyway, when I went to return the can back from the store where I bought it, the salesman had brought something to my attention. So I thought it would be good if I shared this with you. If you take a look here, I'm going to try to zoom in here so you guys can take a look at this. Let's go ahead and focus. Give that a second and it should focus. Alright, there you go. Now you see that little pin under there? That's what was damaged on the bad can. Anyway, the salesman told me, well, here's what I did. I had 2 cans, and you know, I went through the first can. The second can tip was damaged, so I thought, well, I'll just pull the tip off the first can and stick it on this one and it'll be fine. Well, unfortunately that doesn't work on these cans. I guess they use a proprietary tip. They try to simulate what a spray gun would do for you, and you know, it kind of does. It's a nice smooth spray that comes out of it. But anyway, so I took the tip off the empty can, stuck it on the new can, and that didn't work either, and I was having all kinds of problems. Anyway, I found out that inside this tip, down in here, there's a internal seal. So once you pull this off, you've broken the seal and it won't work on another can. So anyway, I went ahead and picked up you know, another can of primer, and we'll go ahead and get this finished. Now I looked for the red color. I was looking for something like a candy red, but I couldn't find anything in a spray can that you know, kind of was going to work for me. I found like a Chevy orange, a Ford red, but I really didn't want to use that. So I went ahead and picked up a can of this. This is an anodized red. And I'm thinking this would look good. However, if you read down here, we'll see if we can zoom in. Are you going to focus there? Anyway, it says dazzling anodized color effect over chrome shiny metal surfaces. Well, that's a problem because as you can see, we don't have a shiny chrome surface. So I started thinking, well, you know, I did have this can of chrome here, which I was going to use to, you know, paint these expansion slot covers. So I thought, well, maybe I would paint it first with chrome and then use this anodized red. Is that going to work? Well, I don't know. So anyway, we're going to try it. What I'm going to do is on this this hard drive bay here, I'm going to go ahead and spray this with chrome, and then we'll try the anodized red, and we'll see, you know, how it looks. And if it turns out, then we'll paint the 5 1/4 bay housing. But you know, these hard drive cages here are additional cages that actually mount. Actually, I got my cage turned upside down, but they mount on the bottom of the cage. You have 5 hard drives over in the hard drive cage, and then you have 2 additional hard drive bays that'll, you know, so you can have up to 7 hard drives. I'm probably not going to use these anyway. Either I'm going to be putting, here, let me turn this over and show you. Alright, either I'm going to be putting 240 millimeter case fans in here, or with the intentions of going with water cooling eventually, I can mount my radiator there. So anyway, I'm just painting these just so they're painted. I really don't have any intention of using these. So this will be a good practice one where I can go ahead and spray the chrome on it. And if it works, we'll spray this anodized paint on it and see how it looks. But anyway, if it doesn't, I can easily sand these down and you know, repaint those. But anyway, if you look at the 5 1/4 bay housing, let me back up a little bit so you can see the whole thing. You know, there's quite a bit of, you know, it would be tough if I was to spray that in chrome and then the anodized and it didn't work. I definitely don't want to have to sand that down. And I actually had a friend of mine sandblast these, and you know, I guess I could get him to re-sandblast, but you know, we're going to try on that practice piece. If it works, if you guys like it, if I like it, we'll go ahead and we'll spray that anodized red. But anyway, let me go ahead and finish primering these, and then I'll go ahead and spray this hard drive bay chrome, and we'll pick up from there and see how it looks. All right, talk to you in a bit.